the approval, and the Court of Appeal had granted the presidential candidate of
LP and
PDP to inspect materials used, because this is where the facts will come from. I only hope that inspection of those materials will be granted quickly as order of the Court of Appeal by INEC, because tactically I can see INEC bringing one problem on the other, or I can see INEC delaying. So while the delay is on, they would have gone underground, say, where are those things we brought that we used to check it? Is there any error? Correction can be made. But you may find it difficult now to see instrument of backdating.
Exactly.
In making those corrections. So these are things Nigeria should do.
And I hope that the Osun event will happen where you give one document now, then later say there's an updated version. I will
lapund or I will loop, not lapund, LOOP. I will loop Osun matter into this.
Okay.
In the Osun case, the first to go to say no, to go on appeal is INEC, because INEC want to say our BVAS, they are perfect, so we couldn't have gone over voting with the BVAS. Please remark that. Noted. If I fail to discuss it today again, but remark it.
I will.
Who is the one to object to the tribunal judgment? INEC. INEC says there was no overvoting. And INEC started explaining it. Let me not explain it because the matter is pending before. But here now, if what the Court of Appeal granted, if INEC is able to delay it a little, then the bones would have been sorted out of the meat. By the time those who will go in to check the team use, they will only meat. They will not see bone. Because the bone will be thrown out to the dogs, and the dogs would have done with the bones outside. That's number one. Number two, many lawyers will tell you, and those group of lawyers should be led. I didn't say the leader should be led by Robert Clark, Papa Robert Clark, because Robert Clark will tell you that why he does not find it very funny to accept briefs from those contending that the election was not free and fair. He said because for you to prove it successfully, you will need either conspiracy. He did not use the language conspiracy, but we need cooperation of INEC. For INEC to come to court now to say the election we conducted was not free and fair, INEC will never do that. Today, INEC is going to court on Osun matter because INEC want to prove that the BVAS is the perfect agent from heaven. But how much damage that will be done to that argument now after the disastrous failure of BVAS in presidential election, in an election that constituted three parts: presidential, senatorial, and
House of Rep.
The BVAS of INEC was in most cases were able to transmit the results of the election of senators and House of Representatives, which were conducted the same day, within the same hour. But the same BVAS could not transmit the results of presidential election in one day.
In the same unit.
Those
are the things we really want to verify with the machines. Let's see how that works.
That is number one. Hold your breath. Hold your breath, Cowdy. Two, the failure of BVAS to do what it is expected to do, according to statements earlier advocated by the chairman, not to the chairman, but INEC. The chairman was talking, Okoye was talking, every person was talking, and even my brother Barrister Mike Igini went as far as calling it the game changer. And he said those who believe that rigging is impossible should retire from politics. Now, the failure of BVAS now, was it man-induced or mechanically induced? That's number one. Number two, we now know that what was given to us, which we applauded, was transfer, not transmit. And you were the one, as my son, thank God I sent you to school, and your head correct well, Coyote. You were the one who went to the dictionary the other day to check the meaning of transfer.
Transmit.
This was Wednesday last week. Was it Wednesday or Tuesday? Tuesday.
Because Wednesday was when, yes.
So, that's all. And I don't know if you are not aware that INEC is ready to court now to seek court permission to reconfigure the BVAS for this Saturday election.
Wonderful.
I repeat myself. INEC is ready to court now to seek court permission to refigure BVAS. Isn't this funny? That's the latest news, if you have not heard of it. How many calls did INEC go? How many calls did INEC go the other day before telling us that the BVAS is the game changer? Know this, everything. So INEC now going to court. Can't you perceive that there's something cynical about this movement? And the end result is shall be. I did not say it will be. Shall, no, if I use shall. Okay, I can use, and let me use shall, because I'm not a lawyer. It is the legal terminology that brings shares with oath. When you use the word shall, it comes with oath. Let me say, so I will use the shall because I'm not a lawyer. So I'm not misquoting anything. Don't you think the end result of what INEC ought to have achieved before Nigeria, which is not, is what is being compromised by this INEC going to court now to seek court permission to reconfigure BVAS at this time?
Well, it's obvious they will need to reconfigure it, but that might eventually, if the parties go to court, what might happen in my view is I might need to postpone the election.
Which
because
election?
The gubernatorial election, because it is the same BVAS.
Which one matters to the whole world?
No, that's what I'm saying.
The whole world send people to come out.
That's what I'm saying. Is that right now, the parties might need to go to court to prevent them from doing that, because so far they've not told us that they have excess of 300 and something thousand BVAS machines. They only have excess of 8,000, and they need to use the same ones on Saturday. So the parties might need to go to court now to say, you know what? You can't configure this. We want to test it. Or let's download whatever you have on it now and put it in a server that we all can monitor.
No, I'm telling you that Court of Appeal had approved some people to test the materials.
Okay, yeah, I mean, to test it ahead of,
And if you are going to court now to seek court permission to reconfigure, I used